And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, we'll be watching the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the New York Knicks in New York. For the Knicks, this team has talked about setting a positive tone for the new year, playing up to their capabilities and, of course, racking up some wins out of the gate. We'll see if starting out at home gives them some fuel for the fire. And you love the build-up to a new season, lots of anticipation. Shaq, what are you looking for?
There were some VIMs this offseason.
Very interesting moves.
Oh, you like that? Okay,
Yeah.
I understand. You got to understand that kind of shift, that right there can shift the balance of power.
Wow. Last year, the Eastern and Western Conference was balanced out. Well, we'll see if the trend reverses this year.
And that'll take it right up to tip as we go courtside.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche NBA, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Let's now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months, the scope of that for Butler.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, for Bradley Beal, it all started with his shot. His mom was a great athlete in her own right, and she coached him. By age 7, he was making high school range threes. He said, I just run from arc to arc. I loved it because you knew you had to guard me all the way out there. Everywhere I went, it was shooter, shooter. My name became shooter. Kevin, it still is.
It sure is. Thanks, David. The starting gate, opening night in the NBA, Brent. What are you most looking forward to?
I just like to see who it is that, in terms of their competitive spirit right now, is coming out of training camp hungry. Let's see in the next couple weeks which team jumps out and which coaching staffs have done a great job preparing their team coming out of camp. Now, we know that teams can fall off, Kevin. The talent will catch up. Other veteran teams may get themselves back into a rhythm. But coming out of training camp, how much more together are teams and teams that have made changes? What are they playing like?
Yeah, what's their chemistry? Exactly.
Let's find out how they're going to play this year.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Towns is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Beal in at the two-guard spot. And for New York, Marcus Smart is out there with Ricky Rubio. And it's Rudy Gobert. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's James in at the small forward.
Man, didn't have a ton of room to get that shot off. That's the kind of shooter he is.
Pass to Towns. Back to Lillard. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
Here's James. Plays it up and banks it in.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
That one falls. Lillard's got his second basket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Gobert. This is to Rubio. New York moving it around. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You take a look at Anthony Davis and his frame and think about his rookie year coming in so thin and moved around a lot by bigger, stronger players in the post. No longer the case, as he's put on a ton of muscle to that frame and continues to grow in the strength area along with his confidence. That's helped him out a lot.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And after just one season at Kentucky, the slight build of Davis was a concern in the NBA, and the question was, would his body hold up?
Well, he's answering the question to some degree, Kevin, knowing that it wasn't a one-year process to get stronger and to put on that kind of weight. That just comes with physical maturity. Anthony Davis doing a better job of avoiding places where he might get injured, expanding his game to the perimeter, and hopefully some of those things pay off for his longevity for his career.
Now here's Beal. Lillard way outside. Gobert pulls it in. Davis up top. Antetokounmpo defending. Davis kicks to Rubio. Up top, Gobert. And there's the pass to James. 4 on the shot clock. And the Knicks miss again. The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. That's a 2 from Butler. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist.
And this is an element of Butler's game that is deadly. He's as consistent as it gets, rising up off the pass.
Loads it up for Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
Great work by the team there to find AD. They make eye contact, and the rest of that is history.
Beal against Smart. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Count that bucket. And that's now 6 points for Lillard.
That's an attack mindset from Lillard. We know he loves the three, but fully confident getting inside and has the ability to score there.
Now here's James. 29 points for him last game against the Hawks in Atlanta. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Here's James. Here's Davis. It's good from long range. Davis has got 7.
Shooting 4 or 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
Lillard against Rubio. Lillard misses.
Now, I'll be honest, I thought there's no way that he's missing that close. That's a bunny. Give it up for the aggressive defense, Kevin.
Nice shot by Smart.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Lillard looking around. That's good from 17 feet away. 8 points for him.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
LeBron outside. Gobert down low, defended by Towns.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stop.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
And so it's Milwaukee with it, following the score by New York. Shots good by Butler. Butler's got his second bucket tonight.
And Butler just exploits that pick and roll defense. A tough physical guy who's hard to guard in those sets.
Now, here's Rubio. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Atlanta.
Well, the thing he did most was fluster the defense. I really liked how he showed no fear and constantly attacked the lane and drew contact, which in turn got him the free throw.
Well, the Knicks had a lot of turnover trading for expiring contracts. They did what they could to accommodate the wishes of a lot of vets.
Yeah, the problem right now for the Knicks is they're not inviting to a lot of free agents, and that's really where they're trying to make their play. So fascinating over the course of the past decade that New York has not been able to attract the top-tier talent. So building through the draft, Coach Fizdale hopeful that they'll land a star one way or another.
And, you know, for all the talk about Rubio's passing, I think one thing that gets overlooked is his defense. Both his on-the-ball and defensive rebounding are very strong for the point guard position.
And the Bucks making a change here. Williamson's checked in. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
Here's James after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. LeBron's shot is good.
finishing better than LeBron James around the rim. Too strong and too good.
Now here's Towns, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it clean. Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Butler, count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Butler's got 6 points.
And Butler loves getting close to the basket. Once he's down low, he uses that strength and quick release to get shots off.
Now here's Gobert. He dishes it to LeBron. Rubio in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Rubio. And that's now 9 points for Davis.
Yeah, just a tough matchup anytime he gets into the mid-range area. Nobody's going to bother Anthony Davis.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Outside, Beal. Just his first attempt. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
I don't think he sees any kind of defense when he's at that range. It doesn't matter who's guarding him.
James finds Davis. New York moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Gobert. From deep. Lillard with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Butler, no good. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Knicks. Leading by 5. And it's slammed in by Davis.
I mean, it looks simple, but LeBron makes it look that way, Kevin.
Milwaukee is gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Outside Butler. Pass to Lillard for the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Smart passes to Davis. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Well, we keep talking a lot about Anthony Davis and the fact that when he was a young player, he played the point guard position, and then all of a sudden grew like 60 inches to play center position. You see that skill set show up now and again, but really what you're seeing now about AD is his maturity in the game, finding spots on the floor where he can absolutely be dominant and control any kind of offensive possession from wherever he is on the floor.
Different look for Milwaukee. Sabonis, he's checked in for Towns. Chris Middleton comes in for Butler. Young is subbed in for Damian Lillard. Now, here is Young. He's coming off a 31-point game against Boston.
And guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
And at Kentucky, Davis mostly an interior player, but he maintained, Brent, all along, he was capable of more than he showed in college.
There's no question about his skill set, and in the NBA, the opportunity, along with the transition of the NBA game, and especially the center position, he seems to be coming along at the appropriate time to show all of his wares off, Kevin.
And here's Middleton after Tobias Harris getting his shot to go from deep. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the night.
Bradley Beal. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Beal. Brent, so many state-of-the-art arenas being built. Which feature do you think is most important?
Oh, the hot dog machine. What are we doing,
popcorn, right
and the
next to it.
popcorn,
Hot
what
dog
else,
and
Kevin?
then the popcorn.
Yeah,
right there.
nachos.
I love nachos.
Okay.
You love nachos.
What else? I mean, what else could we go with there?
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yeah,
That's a big one.
because when you're done with all that other stuff, you've got to somehow kind of coat your stomach.
Yep.
You
Was
don't
this
feel bad.
basketball related, or did we go somewhere else?
All
with
a
that?
part of the whole conversation.
I think we covered it.
Now here's Ingram. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Young outside. Cranes the three-pointer. Young's got 5 points so far.
And Trae Young exploring the limits of his range in this one.
Beal against Rubio. And slam dunk by Harris.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it attacks an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Has to be. Here's Sabonis. Kicks it to Williamson. No good on the shot. So New York will take it the other way. They lost the last time they faced the Bucks. That one in Milwaukee.
Yeah, in this game, they'll want to approach things a little differently, I think. Got blown out last time due to being a little too aggressive on the defensive side.
Yeah, and that led to a few of their key guys spending long stretches of the game on the bench because of foul trouble. Hard to find yourself back in a rhythm when you do that.
Allen, that's good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working to get inside and getting good shots from close range.
And Young kicks to Sabonis. Now the pass to Young. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got the assist tonight.
This is Trae Young's specialty. He's just going to stretch out the defense.
1:39 left to play in the first quarter. A nice shot by Harris.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Beal the pass to Sabonis. Middleton against Ingram. Young with no one around. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Middleton against Ingram. Harris outside. That's tipped.
Sabonis has to use good timing in order to block shots. That time he did.
Let's take a look now at some numbers for Beal. Great showing for him last season. 11th in scoring, and he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
Oh, yeah, one of the most dependable scorers in the league. He really saved him in several games a season ago.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
Well, you look at the career of Tobias Harris, and, boy, he's bounced around a bit. Has never slowed his development or production, though. You put him anywhere, and he'll find a way to help his team.
The Knicks making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Ayton's checked in. And Harris drops them both.
He drafted 19th back in 2011 out of Tennessee. Tobias Harris came into the league very, very young. So his experience belying his age, and the improvement has been shown over the past couple years.
Here's Ayton, and Thompson sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Outside, Beal, 6 to shoot. Fires it up. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
And the basket by Rubio.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Beal taking his time here. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Bucks shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Chris Middleton has worked his way back and come a long way. The former 2nd-round pick becoming a consistent starter in the league.
Puts it up. And Young with the basket on the assist from Beal. Beal's got 4 assists in the game.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for New York. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. Back to the action after this word. Great team play, so key to winning. Damian Lillard broke down the key.
Be a star in your role. You know, I think it's one thing to say, let's be consistent, let's play hard, let's do all of these things. And I think as competitors, as professional athletes, we're going to play hard. You're going to be competitive because we're competitors. We don't make it to this level for no reason. But I think at this level, you also have egos.
Knowing your role and playing it so well is so crucial.
Yeah, when everybody buys in and plays for one another, that's when teams play their best ball.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And looking at what we've seen from them so far, the U.S.
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the 2nd quarter of basketball. And New York, looking at who they've got. Brandon Ingram's out there with Harris. Then it's Ricky Rubio. Then it's Thompson. And it's Nunn in at the 2. The Knicks leading by 3. It's Ingram on the wing. Defended by Middleton. Here's Harris. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Here's Young. And Thompson sends it back.
Tristan did a great job of elevating to deny that one.
Harris drives in. Tries again. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Saturday, the Golden State Warriors coming to town, tipping off a homestand for them. And then on Monday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Miami Heat.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is a chance to create some separation.
At the number of trades now starting to involve stars, it feels like the league's power balance is always shifting to some degree.
Yeah, and I think organizations that are trying to stay ahead of the trend, Kevin, might think about, we might have a star for just 2 years. How can we get the next one? Backside of that, Kevin, is a lot of these star players are signing deals that are not extending to 4, 5, 6 years. You can't even do that anymore. So you get a guy for a couple years. What he wants to do is maximize his earning potential for 1 or 2 seasons, become a free agent again, and then look around the league where opportunities not only to win, but to also cash in. That's what's happening in today's game.
Here's Rubio. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Rubio. Bucks trail by 8. Young taking his time here. Beal the pass to Young. At the elbow, it's Antetokounmpo. Back to Young. But Trey. Knicks with the rebound. Harris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds for the Knicks as New York retains possession.
Let's take a look at Ricky Rubio. Some stats on him. Some last season stats for him. He averaged about 12 points per game last year, 6 assists and 3 rebounds. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
I think coaches appreciate a guy that comes in and knows how to run the offense with some intelligence. That's exactly what he does.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, before he became a head coach in Memphis and New York, David Fizdale spent 8 seasons as an assistant under Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Now, Spo said he's a brilliant basketball mind that has exceptional gold standard level communication skills. One of the most talented coaches I've been around. So, Kevin, Fizdale is highly respected.
David, he sure is. Great reputation. Now getting his shot. Thank you so much. Back to Young. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Young's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And now the defense, full attention and antennas up. Trae Young getting warm.
From deep, James. Rebounded by the Bucks. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. He gets that one.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
To the paint, here's Harris. No good that time. Some solid defense from Butler. Bucks trail by 6. Shoots from the baseline. It's hauled in by LeBron.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Passes it to Davis. Here's none. No points in the game yet for him. Clock at 6. Pass to Davis. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 4th assist in this one. 45. Middleton the pass to Ayton. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut down to 6 points. That one good from Ayton.
Such a tremendous physical profile that Ayton has. He's getting it done down low.
Here's LeBron. Good work there as it goes. James has got 8 points.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Bucks trail by 8. Young outside. Pass to Ayton. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Yeah, if Ayton can get in that kind of position, he could be a bully on the inside.
Nunn passes to Thompson. He kicks it to James. It's hauled in by Giannis.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
And here's Young from the arc, and James pulls it down.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
There's the dish to Thompson. Left side, Davis. From the baseline. And that one hits back iron. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. 6-point game. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And you look at Jimmy Butler. Goes about 6'8", about 230 pounds. Great size on the wing.
And he keeps himself in tip-top shape. His strength, one thing I'm not sure the casual fan even recognizes.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. And Brent, many consider Trae Young the first product of the Steph Curry generation. He grew up in the age of the three-point shot.
I think that's pretty fair. He said he recorded all of Steph Curry's games. He studied them and tried to see where Steph was gaining some advantage, and that balance of his shooting and his playmaking, then moving without the ball. You can see all of those sort of attributes that are coming out of Trae Young, courtesy of Steph Curry.
Changes here for the Bucks. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for DeAndre Ayton, and Lillard subbed in for Chris Middleton. Davis dishes to LeBron. Outside, Smart. It's deflected. Just 5 on the clock. Now Harris. 15 points in the game. The officials call a traveling violation. Bucks trail by 3. Lillard outside. Outside, Towns. And they're unable to get the tying basket there.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Smart passes to Harris. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Trae Young.
Well, Harris does a good job. Stop, show the ball, get him up in the air, and then find your way to the free throw line.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And Harris drops them both. Bucks trail by 5. They double him with LeBron. Young finds Towns, and Davis sends it back.
Phenomenal defense by Anthony Davis to spike that shot back. He'd make a heck of a volleyball player.
The drive by James, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing.
Still playing at an MVP level, LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
Good on the second free throw. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Harris, no good.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
And then Lillard slams it in.
One thing about Lillard is he can go with either hand when he's attacking the rim, and that makes it very difficult to defend.
LeBron with it. Outguarded by Giannis. Puts it up from 12. Offensive rebound. James misses.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high. I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
Outside, Smart. Looking for Harris. He gets it there. The rebound by the Bucks. Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 17-7 run. And they take the lead. Butler's got the lead up to 2 now for the Bucks.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Smart kicks to Harris. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Butler. Here's Young, and Davis sends it back. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorers. Third is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And looking back, his points per game really underscore the fact that he never took the game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
It's really all about Trae Young and his skill. And you know how many hours that takes, Kevin? I mean, he is putting time in the gym to show you what he's capable of out here on this floor, and he makes it look easy.
He's checked in for New York. Sabonis, he's checked in for the Bucks. Beal comes in for Young. And the Bucks with possession. They're on a 19-7 run. And Brent for Trae Young. Remarkable how his game has grown.
It's going to be interesting over the next 3 to 5 years what kind of layers Trae Young can add to his game. We know he's a prolific shooter. He's got deep range. He's a good playmaker. But how good does he want to be? We're going to find out how complete he can be.
The Knicks making a switch here. Allen's checked in. On defense, the Bucks. Davis finds Allen. And here is Ingram. 6 to shoot. Back to LeBron. Launches a three. Kept alive by New York. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Just another example of what makes Anthony Davis such a great rebounder. Size and athleticism, but you combine that with his anticipation, and he gets a lot of secondary opportunities.
Lillard up top, covered by LeBron. Lillard, the pass to Towns, and Towns throws it down.
That's tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
LeBron against Lillard. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And how's that core move? That killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Butler feeling out a bit. And there's the feed to Towns. Count it, good. Towns has got 6.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
New York trailing. And there's a minute 45 left in the first half of the game. Butler against Ingram. Back to LeBron. Shoots. And there's another one for the Knicks.
I like seeing LeBron go straight up with that shot. The catch and release almost instantaneous that time.
1:19 left here in the second. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that deep pass.
LeBron kicks to Ingram. That shot, no good. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Lillard against Smart. Three-pointer. Allen with the rebound.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Towns against Smart. And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor. Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Against Beal. LeBron outside. Over Lillard. Allen trying to break free. Misses off the left iron.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style, Jimmy. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. It's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They hold a 4-point lead. Kenny, what's your take?
Well, I think to shoot a high percentage, the offense has to be in sync. And in the first half, those guys were sharing the basketball, playing for each other. Now it becomes a matter of being consistent at it.
Shaq, what did you think about New York?
Well, those second chance points are huge, and they only came because of their effort. Their work on the offensive glass is what's keeping them in the game. They definitely should try to continue to stay tough on the glass. It's been key so far.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Bucks leading by 4. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. We've got Damian Lillard. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Beal in at the 2 guard.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
LeBron passes to Gobert. Outside Davis. Over Giannis. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Butler in the corner. No good on the triple. The Knicks shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. James looking it over. Here's Rubio. Feeds it to Davis.
You know, the improvement we've seen over the last few seasons with Giannis is incredible. I mean, he just keeps adding to an already superstar level game.
Davis. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis.
You know, Anthony Davis is going to spend a lot of time at the free throw line most nights throughout the course of the season, and he's going to be pretty solid when he gets there.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Towns, the pass to Giannis. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
And Davis puts it in.
There has to be some alteration in the game plan. I don't think it's enough to shut down AD.
Here's Giannis. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 4.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Butler against LeBron. And the rejection by Giannis. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Gobert. And now 24 points for Anthony Davis. Lillard finds Giannis. Lillard outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Yeah, Damian Lillard, this is some Oaktown response. You make one, I got you back.
Here's Smart. Yep, it counts. Smart's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Now, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Beal against Smart. Back to Lillard. Good, and it's Beal picking up the assist. 18 points for Damian Lillard.
Now, this is what you're going to get with Lillard. He's a gunner. And right now, he's gunning from deep range.
Here's Rubio. Gobert trying to get open. Rubio misses. Bucks leading by 5. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there was some great firsts last season. His son Philip was born in December. And then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, "I'll enjoy telling my son the stories. like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball. I think he will. Kevin?
LDA, it's certainly in his genes. Thanks for that report. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. On defense, Milwaukee. Rubio outside. The pass to LeBron. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Davis. Second chance shot. Gobert trying to get open, and it's Davis missing. Milwaukee's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Passes to Towns. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And no good that time. Smart on the wing. To the middle. He's looking for James and finds him.
LeBron James, here's the report, Kevin. Still athletic.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Bucks. Leading by 5. Three-pointer. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Rubio outside. Smart passes to Rubio. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got his 3rd assist on the night.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Rubio against Lillard. He feeds it to Towns, and that one drops for him. Towns has got 8.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
The drive by James, and James throws it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Bucks leading by 4. Middleton left side. Towns.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
New York's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Pass to Gobert. And here is LeBron. Right at the free throw line. And again, it's New York.
Just a masterful offensive player, utilizing that pick with great intelligence there.
Stolen by Smart. Great D that time from Beal.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. Oh, man. I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And you look at how Towns is so effective on offense, and it's because he really has the entire package for a big man. Back to the basket, facing up, playing outside or in, off the bounce or on the catch. This guy can do it all.
He's checked in for Gobert. Harris comes in for Anthony Davis. And it's Brandon Ingram in for LeBron. Milwaukee also making some changes. Williamson is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Young is subbed in for Bradley Beal. Smart dishes to Ingram. Out to Harris. 3 on the clock. Lillard comes with the double team. 18 feet out. Rubio misses.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Towns down low. Guarded by Smart. For 3. Middleton. Offensive rebound.
They own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Rubio with it. He's got 12. Ingram outside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one is on Towns.
The second overall pick back in 2016. Brandon Ingram has shown us flashes. But whether it's defense or offense, still a ways to go.
First one falls for him. And Greg, when you talk about Ingram, where would you look for him to make the next step in his game?
Well, that one season at Duke, he did shoot over 40% from 3. I think becoming a reliable shooter from out there would be a key building block offensively.
Both free throws good for Ingram.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And Towns throws it down.
So unselfish there. Young doing a good job of finding the open man.
Rubio against Young, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's number 4. Definitely something to keep track of as we move forward.
Here is Rubio. He's got 12. Now here's Smart. And the rejection by Towns. One-on-one here. Lillard with it. Picked up by Harris.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Knicks trail by 10. Ingram outside. Harris outside. Over Williamson. A nice shot by Harris. Harris has got 19 points.
This is a strength of Tobias Harris, finding good rhythm now in the mid-range shot.
Here's Young. Goes back up. And Williamson with the layup. Williamson's got 4 this quarter.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Thompson up top. Defended by Towns. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Yeah, Tobias too strong. Gets inside. Not going to be denied.
He's gone 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Jared Allen's checked in for Thompson. Sabonis, he's checked in for the Bucks. That's good from Harris.
Well, Fizdale, part of those great teams in Miami as an assistant coach with Eric Spoelstra. He coaches with a lot of fire and enthusiasm, is very involved emotionally in what his team does on a daily basis, and that's why a lot of these young players are gravitating towards his coaching style.
And the basket by Lillard.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from 3-point range. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
New York calls timeout. And New York hoped that Fizdale's likability would be a factor in free agency.
Yeah, I think it's going to help the Knicks as they move forward here. Try to find some stability with their coach. That way David Fizdale and his messaging can remain consistent with the type of players that they try to attract here to Gotham.
some numbers here for Harris. Coming off a terrific season, averaged about 20 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, we really have just grown to get used to his greatness, and that's the level for him that he's on right now.
Inside, Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
This is too easy for Williamson. Once he gets established position, he is ready to attack the rim.
Pass to Harris. Pulls up. A rare miss for him. And so is Young, who brings up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And there's a call on Tobias Harris. That is his first foul of the game. Butler, he's checked in for the Bucks.
First team foul. Bucks substitution. Jimmy Butler.
Here's Lillard. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got his 5th rebound in this one. Down low. Allen passes to Rubio. And Young comes over to help. Lillard against Harris. Shot clock at 5. They get it back. Here's Allen. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The first one falls.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
That one misses.
Well, they say players are made in the summertime. And that's Jimmy Butler's favorite time of year. He calls it grimy season. Gets out in the country and puts in that work.
And with that, the Bucks lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Smart.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Here's Butler, who scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
And it's really easy to appreciate Butler. I mean, especially how he just fends off contact on those difficult attempts.
Allen outside. Harris outside. There's the pass to Smart. This one for 3. The shot, no good. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
And if they're thinking they can get a 2-for-1 here.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to what they're going to run here. Got to run a good play.
And the dunk by Williamson.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special.
Allen kicks to Harris. The rebound by the Bucks.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
It'll be a jump ball.
And so it's Milwaukee now. Butler dishes to Lillard. Passes it to Young. Lets the 3 fly, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 7th assist here tonight. And so it's Milwaukee, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Jared Allen. LeBron James is out there with Smart. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Ingram in at the 3. That's the 5 for New York right now. Here's James, and the dunk by James.
Just can't say enough about what LeBron James can do on the floor. That time with the handle, terrific at moving the defense around.
And Lillard gets double teamed. Sabonis finds Young. Butler on the wing. Lets it go with a 3. And James pulls it down. James has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Uses the glass to finish the layup. LeBron's got 10 points here in the second half.
It's so difficult to stop him. Even when you hit him or pull at him or tug him, talk to him, none of it works.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
LeBron is doubled. Outside, Smart. From downtown, the rebound by the Bucks. Sabonis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Butler. Here's Ayton. And it's sent back by Allen. To the inside. And LeBron throws it down.
LeBron staying on the attack here. He knows when he can take over the game. It's whenever he wants to.
Young passes to Lillard. Here's Sabonis. Now, here is Young. Here's Lillard. And that one is off. Good work defensively by Smart. Harris outside. LeBron outside. Outside, Smart. Just 4 to shoot. And here's Ingram from the arc. The shot misses. The Bucks go the other way with them. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's Ayton. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And the Bucks lead by 12.
Yeah, Ayton just swallowing up the defender there and then completes the play.
James against Young. Here's Ingram. Sabonis grabs the board.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And when you watch DeAndre Ayton, you really are just floored by how he moves. The amount of speed and agility he has for a player as solid as Ayton is doesn't come around very often.
And it's Anthony Davis in for Tobias Harris. The Bucks also changing it up. Giannis comes in for Sabonis, and Beal subbed in for Lillard. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Fizdale said to the team. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now. And we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
Young dishes to Ayton. Giannis outside. Young with the ball. Picked up by Davis. From the wing. Young's shot is off. Knicks trail by 12. Outside, Smart. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And didn't do anything fancy there.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
I like how Giannis is inviting a little bit more contact and no longer shying away from it.
Down low, here's Davis. Giannis with some nice D. Bucks leading by 12. It's Beal on the wing. Puts up a 3. The Knicks pull it in. Gobert's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. The shot's good from LeBron.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Beal the pass to Ayton. To the paint. Here's Young. No good that time. Great D that time from LeBron. Butler against Ingram. Young with the steal. The feed to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Sometimes it takes a while for all that length in Giannis to catch up to those feet, but once he does, man, he can explode.
LeBron outside. To the middle. Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Ingram.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Timeout called, the Bucks. Checked in for the Knicks. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Towns is checked in. Bucks leading by 10. Young pass to Beal. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 6 assists now in the game. Rubio taking his time here. Floats it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Here's Giannis. It's stolen by Gobert. LeBron is doubled and finished off by Davis.
So you're going to give AD that kind of room? Well, here's the payoff for that.
And so Young will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's Giannis.
the plays that are just killing them right now.
Knicks trail by 10. Now Smart. And Gobert kicks to Rubio. Feeds it to Davis. Over Antetokounmpo. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Here's Butler. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Butler is just hard to guard inside. Really good at using his body to create contact against the defense at the basket.
And it wasn't too long ago, Brent, we were wondering what Giannis could do if he bulked up. Well, we don't have to wonder anymore.
Yeah, I don't think we need to wonder about an MVP in the league. The curious thing, Kevin, was last year after winning that award, Giannis coming out and talking about he's only at 60% of his potential. Can you imagine what's coming down the line if he realizes the other 40? He's something else.
A free throw drop for Butler.
You know, and Butler wasn't a starter until midway through his second season. But since then, his minutes have gone up and his productivity has gone way up.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Knicks trail by 12. Pass to Gobert. Dishes it to James. And the shot is long. The Bucks have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%. And stolen by LeBron. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, go ahead and get in front of that if you want to. Man, with a dunk by Giannis.
Pass to LeBron. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one is on Towns.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Shooting for New York, LeBron James. At the line for 2.
And he makes the first.
Even with all of the impressive number of seasons under his belt, LeBron James retains this kind of remarkable drive and competitive spirit.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. You know, Brent, how candid can players be in their answers in the post-game interviews about what has happened or what they're feeling at that time? In other words, is there a danger to being too honest as a player?
There could be, Kevin. I mean, anytime you express some of your vulnerabilities, and if it's done at the right time, somebody's going to take advantage of it. What we've seen over the past couple years is forget about when it is that the media is asking the questions. Most players are taking it to their social media accounts where they're able to get the message out without being baited by somebody with regards to a question. They can expound on whatever it is that they're feeling at that time, and that helps them to control the messaging a little bit more. And I think that trend is going to continue and continue to grow.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Davis. Bucks leading by 13. Young left side. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
drawing the foul down low. Trae Young earning that trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
As much as we talk about Trae Young and then mention Steph Curry in the same breath, I think Trae wants to carve out his own path. We know he's a dynamic shooter, can set the table offensively. Now it's about learning the nuances of being a leader of a franchise.
He's perfect from the line this time.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And the pass to Davis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, you can see that AD was trying to bait the defense into jumping first. He wisely gets the contact and marches himself straight to the foul line.
And the first one drops. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
Well, the defense has failed to cut off any of these driving lanes, which is why they're resorting to fouling him, and he's hurting them from the charity stripe.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe he could have tried for a more memorable than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. 34 points for Davis.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Here's Towns. Gobert with the block. Smart against Beal. Smart kicks to Gobert. Pass to Rubio. 5 to shoot. Here's Davis, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Davis has got 12 now in this quarter.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Pass to Butler. Outside, Towns. Pass to Beal. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by New York. Gobert. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. And the rejection by Giannis. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Here's Davis. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Davis has got 38 points. Milwaukee leading by 9. Young outside. Oh, good with the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
When he felt the double team coming, quickly located the open man.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're in front by 7. We've got 1:48 left to play in the final quarter.
Then travel across the globe, turn that loud as it goes. Been counting pounds and euros. I can't be playing with these. They bad, I know. Get you some.
the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. And Lillard gets double-teamed. Outside, Towns. Butler passes to Giannis. Hit his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball. .130 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Nobody near Lillard. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Knicks trail by 7. And here's Smart. Here's Davis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Sometimes all you can do is wrap up Davis and hope he doesn't make the shot.
Anthony Davis at the line for 2.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And he ends up making the second, and that turns the lead to 6.
The team struggling to come back. He really wanted all of those free throws.
Lillard with it, out guarded by Smart, and there's the pass to Towns. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Out to the wing. Rubio with a wide open look. And the Knicks miss again.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort for the squad.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're behind by 8. 44 seconds left in the game. .41 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Davis finds James. Takes a shot at the elbow. The shot comes out. The Bucks go the other way with it. Giannis passes to Butler. Beal trying to break loose, and they're able to recover. Towns with the bucket. And the Bucks lead by 10.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from a
A three-pointer off the mark.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Damian, it looks like this team's progress can be measured by your improvement at the defensive end. Did we see that tonight?
We made some mistakes like every other basketball team does, but I think we did a great job of making adjustments. You know, we got a little more physical. You know, we did a great job of that.
And that led to a big win, Damian. Thanks for your time, man. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you next time.